Hey everybody, welcome back. I have a book review for you today. I just recently finished Why We Broke Up by Daniel Handler and Maura Kalman. A little brief history on Daniel Handler. He's also known as Lemony Snicket. He wrote the series of Unfortunate Events, which I have not read, but I know he did write them, so just a heads up. This book is about heartbreak, okay? It's about your first really major heartbreak. The one that when you think of your first heartbreak, it's still as clear in your mind as the day it happened, no matter how old you are. You have Minerva and Ed. Minerva is writing a letter to Ed that is going to be included in a box full of little mementos throughout the course of their relationship, which looks like, based off the book, was only about a month long. Little mementos and trinkets that hold special memories for her. And she is writing the letter and describing each one of the items, and that's how you're learning the progression of their relationship and, quote unquote, why they broke up. I can relate to this character so much, it's not even funny. I have done this. This is something I have done. I have not gone into the extent that she did, but I have gotten all the little mementos and trinkets that I saved through relationships and stuff that they maybe left at my house or they gave me that I didn't feel like, I wanted to keep, put them in a box with a letter saying, here's your stuff back, Merry Christmas, whatever, and set it on their doorstep or gave it to them at some point in time. I have done this. I don't know a single girl who hasn't done this, or a guy for that matter, who hasn't given back something to their ex and maybe written a letter. The letter part might be, a little, probably not, but I know people who have done this. I can relate to this. I can relate to her breakup. I can relate to Minerva as a character because she's that odd girl. She's constantly called artsy throughout the book, and she's just different. I was that different girl in high school. I liked different things. I liked older music, I liked older movies, I liked older books, I like old things. I have a very old soul, and my school didn't really appreciate it as much as I did. So when someone liked me in high school, it was a big deal. Now, the star basketball player didn't like me in high school. I wasn't liked by the athletes, and that's okay. I can't relate to her in that aspect, but I can relate to her in the aspect of the breakup part. I remember my first breakup. I remember it as it was yesterday. Not that I'm still holding on to it, but I just remember it because it was that poignant in my mind. I believe that breakup helped decide how I react to other breakups. Just like the first time you do anything, it helps you further on your life. It helps develop who you are. And I'm so happy that I read this book, because it reminded me that even though I went through then was the worst breakup ever, I have been through far worse since. Far worse. And I made it through those, and I made it through that. And it's just, it's nice to read this because it reminds you of how far you've come. For me, it reminds me of how far I've actually come as a person within relationships, within breakups, because as much as people say they don't like breakups, breakups are a crucial part of relationships. If you don't have a good breakup, your relationship could be on and off again for years, and that sucks. Okay, having an on and off again relationship just is horrible. Having clean-cut breakup, it's done, it's over, moving on, good to go. And she kind of has that by doing this. She has her own bit of kind of her cleanse. I've known some girls that burn these items. I knew one girl in high school that her boyfriend cheated on her, so she took everything he ever gave her, all the mementos, burnt them, and then put the ashes of them in a box and gave them back to him. So essentially the same thing, just they were ashes. At least she left them intact, So girls have done some crazy things, guys have done some crazy things. But it's really nice to be reminded of like how far I've come, because I would never do this now, but I remember doing it as a young kid and growing up taking the falls and coming back up. So this book is a really good book for people to read. I kind of think more people should read it and just be reminded that, you know, we've come a long way. And if you still act like this, you're acting like people in high school. If you still do shit like this, then come on, really? Stop. High schoolers doing it. Because this is fiction. But this stuff actually happens. Like, this could be a standard breakup in any high school setting. It could be a standard breakup for any college setting if you've never had like that serious relationship. But to have it and to move on and just start off a better life, then it's great. And I recommend this book. I think a lot more people should go out and read it. Go check it out. I give it a 4 stars just because of the conversational parts in the book with their little, I didn't really like the way they were written as well, but I do like the pictures in there. I thought they were funny, how they were kind of just like artsy, kind of very like artsy drawn. I got the symbolism of them. But go check this book out. It's worth the money. It's worth the read. It's a super short read. It will take no time at all. So I hope you guys do check it out. And was it the best book to read for Valentine's Day? Probably not, but hey, it put a smile on my face and it reminded me of feelings that I had. So it's always nice to be reminded. That's my review of Why We Broke Up by Daniel Handler and artwork by Mariah Coleman. I still don't know how to pronounce that woman's name. I'm gonna have to look it up. I hope you guys go check it out. 4 to 5 stars. I'll see you guys all later. Bye.